Welcome to another lightweight unboxing. I try to always start it off by saying thank you because you could be anywhere doing anything, and you chose to spend some quality time with your boy, the professor. Now, with all unboxings, for the true readers, this is almost like book porn, correct? But what I'm trying to establish from the previous unboxings is that this is not just about book porn, about amassing books and, rubbing the precious. What that actually brings to mind, I want to start sharing techniques for reading, studying, things like that. So when I use the Smeagol reference of the precious, something I got in the habit of doing about 6 years ago was I would sleep with my books. And what I mean by sleep is I prop one under my pillow. Now I started doing that because I realized that I had more books than I had time. So I came up with the fabulous idea of I'm going to read in the astral. So I would put the book under my pillow and I would go to sleep, imagining myself going through each page. Sometimes even during the day, I would turn the pages. There was like a meme. You see it on Facebook a lot. There was a little boy. He was in school and he would turn the page and he would waft the book over his face, turn the page, and that's kind of like how he was absorbing information. Well, I would literally do that in my imagination, tuck the book under my pillow, go to sleep. Um, I had good results. The one thing I'll say is that um, this information, although we have it in book form, it exists in the ethers, for lack of a better locale or terminology. So this information doesn't come out of anywhere. It's pulled down. So the information is already there. The better you are at lucid dreaming, OBE and things like that will determine the type of results you have, because I have had very lucid dreams where I was studying in my dreams, and I went to the actual book and I knew for a fact, and I read this already. So that's just one of the tips I can say. You want to get in the habit of making this information your own. So once you do that, you'll find out that actually the lines get blurred. It actually gets kind of hard to say what book I got this piece of information out of. And that kind of ties into the last unboxing when I was saying read with your imagination, read in between the lines. That's a way of making the information your own. You're actually tapping into that clairvoyance, that clairaudience. And I believe I mentioned the fact that Madame Blavatsky, she had remote view books that were in the Vatican Library. So it does exist. It does exist. So just to throw that out there as a good tip, go to sleep with your book, flip through it, take a look at it. Now, another thing I tried once I had like gained the level of mastery over astral and etheric projections, I would channel, and then I would get that author to download the book into my brain. Now that's just how I think. And so I did find out that you can't channel, well, you can. So I'm not going to put my limitations on anybody else. I approached Manly P. Hall and demanded that he download why is his name escaping me? Morals and Dogma. The guy who wrote Morals and Dogma, the Mason dude. I don't know why it's slipping my mind right now. It's kind of late. It's after midnight on the West Coast. But either way, a very interesting conversation. And he just essentially encouraged me to go to the source, which is what I did. So I just say be creative, kind of figure out Albert Pike came to me. So yeah, I was trying to get Manly P. Hall to download Albert Pike's books into my head. It was not an exercise in futility. I learned a lot of things. I will say this while we're on the topic of astral projection, OBEs. If you're new to it, play, have fun, because that's the way that you kind of learn things. Like when you were a kid, if you're a hellified athlete right now playing basketball or whatever, when you first started out, you just did it for the love of it. You tried goofy stuff and you did different things just to see what might work and what might not. So that's what I did. I'm a serious reader, so I approached different authors and said, hey, I want everything you wrote in my head along with the understanding. Now, what came of that was I actually had some incredible conversations with Manly P. Hall, Pure Channels, Angelo Solomon, incredible conversations, Samuel Onweyor. And so for me, I never try to decipher the secrets of the universe, because I've come to the knowing that once I know myself, I will know the universe, its secrets, and its God. So my thing has always been to pursue the things that interest me. I just want to throw that out there. So let's get to it. Now, this book right here, I'm not sure where I ordered it from, but I'm sure once I get into it, because Amazon, it had that piece of paper in it. I haven't ordered a lot of books from ABE.com. ABE kind of like outsources for other thrift books or secondhand bookstores, whatever. So sometimes I order from ABE and thriftbooks.com, and it'll come from, oh, okay, I know what this book is. This book I got based solely on a Brotha Panic recommendation. Brotha Panic did that master book list maybe a month ago, and I actually sat through the whole thing, and this was one of the books that definitely caught my attention. Egyptian Mythology by, it says Tudor Publishing. Let's see who the specific author was. I guess it was a joint venture. It just says Tudor Publishing. This edition produced by Paul Hamlin Limited for Tudor Productions. So maybe it was a group thing. I'll read the inside jacket, then we'll flip through it. I forget exactly what Panic read out of this, but something that when he said it, read it, I said, oh, I needed it. I don't remember how much it cost, but I'm a cheap bastard, I'll be honest. A book I have to really capture my attention for me to say, I'm going to spend 50, 70, 100, 200 bucks on it. Not saying that I haven't purchased books at that price, but it has to be a very specific reason why I want that book. Now, I will pay $100 for a book that I probably only want 2 pages out of. I will do that. But for the most part, my little price zone is like 27 down, 35 in there. So anyway, Egyptian mythology, the myths and legends of early Egypt are much less familiar to most of us than those, for example, of Greece and Rome. This is a book that will go a long way towards showing how much we have missed. Brought to life in its pages are gods and goddesses of early Egypt, the chief legends which grew up about each deity and the places where their cult was practice. The legends are varied and full of interest, for many of the deities appeared in more than one guise and were active in different spheres. Yeah, so that was essentially why I got it. It was something he read out of here, and I said, ooh, I need that. So I'm gonna go through the table of contents for you. Early cults and divinities, the creation of the world, common concepts, the Heliopolitan cosmogony, the Memphite cosmogony, the Hermopolitan cosmogony, the Theban cosmogony, other cosmogonic notions, the deities, divinities of the first time, which would be Nun, Atum, Ra, Khepri, Shu, Tefnut, Amhur, Geb, Nut, Osiris, Isis, Set, Nephthys, Horus. Protective divinities of the pharaohs, Nekhebet. We should see Khonshu, oh yeah, Khans, Bas, Nephtem, Neith, divinities of the river and desert, And they don't have Set listed under divinities of river and desert. Set was a desert deity. Minor divinities concerned with birth and death. Of course, we will have Bess on there. Tavaret, Heket, Meskhent, men deified in the divine pharaoh, sacred animals, life after death. So yeah, I don't remember exactly why, but one can never have too many books upon ancient Egypt. Set this back here. This next one, let's see what this is. And this is from betterworldbooks.com out of India. So I'm pretty sure I ordered this like off of thriftbooks.com, and then they outsourced it to some other company out of India. So let's see what we're working with. Ooh, another mythology book. You can never have enough books on mythology or symbology, because what one book doesn't have, another will. And then you have the specialized books. So if you're in the Sumerian mythology, you get a book. You get books on Sumerian mythology. If you're in Egyptology, you get books on Egyptian mythology. You kind of want to get the overall just so you can kind of like build you a nice set of reference books. This is Mythology, an illustrated encyclopedia of the principal myths and religions of the world. This is by Richard Cavendish. You can never go wrong with Richard Cavendish. I want to say this is another Panic recommendation. I'm almost certain it is. And again, when you're building up your library, don't feel pressured to get new books. New books are great. You get to imprint your energy on it, but you have to understand that anybody who previously owned a book was just like you. They were a serious reader. Even if they inherited it from their parents who had it in their library and never read it, they were still serious readers. Get your butt down. My cat up on the table. We don't play that around here. Mythology and illustrated encyclopedia. Richard Cavendish is the truth. So he covers, let's see, it starts in the West, or does he start in the East? It starts in Asia, then the Middle East. Asia, we have Hinduism, Theravada Buddhism, Tibet. The Middle East, we have Syria, Palestine, Egypt, Islam. In the West, we have Greece, Rome, Christianity, the Celts, Scandinavia, Africa, Central and Southern Africa, East Africa, West Africa, North Africa, Middle America, the Incas, tropical South America, Voodoo, the Pacific. So yeah, this is most likely a very dope book. And like I said, you can never have enough books on mythology or symbology. Never have enough. And then too, I'll be honest, some of these books you want for the pictures, because as Panic did say in that master book list video that was like 6 hours long, you can scribe these images. Sometimes these images just in of themselves will evoke, they'll bring back memories. You'll find yourself, sometimes you can stare at the image, you can scribe, you'll find yourself back at that time. Sometimes you can be looking, I know I find myself looking through books, and you look at some of the images, and when you go to sleep, you'll find yourself transported there. So yeah, definitely, if you can, get you a book with some good pictures. Now, this one is from halfpricebooks.com, hpb.com. Let's see what this piece of paper is. Yeah, halfpricebooks.com. Oh, this is something I really wanted. It was like 35 bucks. This is The Secrets of Tarot, of the Tarot Origins, History, and Symbolism by Barbara G. Walker. She is the truth. I like her books. I have several of her books, and I figured, why don't I have her books on tarot? So I definitely snatched this up. I think it was like 35 bucks. That might have been the cheapest copy I could find. So let's see, when did she write this? 1971. Part 1, Histories, Mysteries, the Sacred Tarot, Elementals, Wheels of Becoming, the Yoni Yantra. Now, some people don't rock with Barbara G. Walker because she's clearly a feminist, but she shines light and no lies detected. I mean, even if she does have her own motivations and reasoning behind it, no lies detected. She always drops solid information. So yeah, so she deals with the major arcana, the lesser arcana. So this is something I definitely needed in my library. So I'm glad I got it, and I'm going to set it right here because later tonight I'm going to be diving into my tarot studies. So that was right on time. Now this book, not sure where I got it from, but let's see. You know what? I'm starting to think that all these were books that I ordered from watching Panics Master Booklist. I'm almost certain it is, because this is the Anna Riva Secrets of Magical Seals, How to Use Them and Put Their Power to Work for You, a modern grimoire of amulets, charms, symbols, and talismans. It says over 400 seals. So on the back it says seals in this book, astrological seals. Can you see that? Let me get it where you can see it. Okay. Astrological signs and symbols, black magic seals, Chinese seals, days of the week seals, Egyptian symbols, Gnostic seals, hex signs, how to use magical seals, Islamic talisman, Japanese talismans, magic tables of the planets, magic squares of Abramelin, miscellaneous seals, power prayers, power squares, sage of the pyramid seals, seals from the 6th and 7th books of Moses, seals of the season, seals of Solomon, seals of the spirits, shields of the saints, symbols of the planets, talismans of the elements, voodoo bebes, and white magic seals. So yeah, this is, and Reed was another good author. Now, this last book that I'm going to, it's not so much an unboxing. I was given this book by one of my brothers, not given, I purchased it, but he didn't have to give it to me. Yeah, he had bought an extra copy for himself. I'm trying to see if I can get this to, let me see if I can adjust this. The glare is vicious. This is Brother A.A. Rashid's book, Myth Making. I'm going to begin to slowly amass all of A.A. Rashid's books, basically for the Kabbalah that he drops. But I like people who have very unique angles and perspective on information, because it's easy to get caught up in your own line of thinking, and so you get trapped in your box of your own making. So I definitely like the way A. Rashid drops information. So that's it for this lightweight unboxing. What I will say is, let me share the screen real quick before we skedaddle. Oh, it's not up there no more. Let's see if it's in here. Let's go here. Okay, here we go. I would like you to purchase a copy of my book, add it to your library, make that information your own. You don't have to wait for, I'm actually working on, oh wow, that was the wrong thing to delete, but it's all good. I'm gonna bring that back, get rid of this. All right, I'm gonna get it together, just work with me. Okay, so I'm actually working on the companion to this book. This is my book, The Occult Meaning of Masonry, Its Symbols in the Chakra System, by your boy, the professor. Now I'm actually working on the companion, the workbook, but you don't have to wait for the workbook to get this. The workbook is just going to help you to make the information your own. And I have no problem with somebody saying that they knew something or they got it from a channel and it came from my book, because my book is actually a book of channels. So you can go to pillarbookpublishing.com and purchase your copy for $75. If you have any questions, you can message me, hit me up, leave me a comment. I'll answer any questions and we can take it from there. But again, thank you for spending this time with me. Stay tuned. I got more books I'm giving away. I had one person win a book. They still haven't gave me the address. If you want the book, you know who you are, hit me up and the book is yours. But I just want to say to everybody that's here, thank you, thank you, thank you. And stay tuned for the next lightweight unboxing. So we'll stop this share. Peace.